All right. You want to take a short break, or you want to do one short story?
Either way, I'm good. I'm rocking.
All right. We'll do one short story, and then we'll take a short break.
All right.
Well, since we're talking about concerts and all that good stuff, apparently Dee Snider, former Twisted Sister frontman, he does not like the fake fans wearing the heavy metal T-shirts.
Good for him. Okay.
Think twice before taking on the vintage band T-shirt trend, or at least if you're anywhere in the vicinity of Twisted Sister's Dee Snider.
Yeah.
The rocker took to Twitter.
Oh, boy.
See, this is the other thing I hate.
The rock stars making their voice known on Twitter?
Yeah. It's like, nobody cares.
Well, clearly someone does. You're reading a story that somebody wrote off of his fucking Twitter.
I know, but my point is that really he took to Twitter.
Dude, he had to voice. He can't have Kylie Jenner wearing a fucking Twisted Sister shirt, for fuck's sake.
Well, that's kind of who he's targeting.
I'm sure he is. That's the ones that always do it, is those Kardashian cunts.
Right. The rocker took to Twitter earlier this week to vent about his non-metal fans wearing vintage metal band T-shirts.
Yeah, man!
For Snider, and here's one of our favorite buzzwords.
Okay.
It's sickening.
Oh, jeez.
And disrespectful to wear band merchandise unless you're a true fan of the group.
Oh, is it? Is it really?
You poser.
Yeah, but I'll bet you he didn't turn away the fucking royalty check from that fucking shirt sale.
Right. So Dee Snider takes to Twitter and he says, gotta say, this new trend of non-metal fans wearing vintage metal T-shirts is pretty sickening.
Is it?
Metal is not ironic, dicks.
Yeah, pal.
He says dicks.
Does he?
Yeah.
Wow.
What does that mean? Metal is not ironic.
I don't know. I guess maybe they're wearing like a Slayer shirt because it's the anti their image.
Okay.
It's ironic.
Well, okay. Well, you're probably right. I could not determine that or decipher what that means exactly.
I'm sure that's probably what he's saying.
So he continues on his Twitter tirade. It's not just the wearing of our metal tees, it's our cherry picking of our style, that is skulls and metal horns.
Yeah.
These are our symbols, and they're our images. Don't you hijack our stuff, bitches.
See, I don't agree with Dion.
Isn't that known as appropriating culture?
Sounds like it, yeah. I'm for this. I'm for the fucking retarded people wearing their shirts, because I do that sometimes. Like, have I shown you? I probably haven't shown you. I'll take a picture of it and show it to you. I have this Beyonce shirt.
Okay.
But it's written in the style of Venom.
Really?
Like the name. When we go to break, I'll go find it and I'll take a picture.
And now, is this a Beyonce official merchandise?
No, of course not.
So it's just a fake. It's a knockoff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like a picture of Beyonce's face in like a pentagram.
Okay.
And it says Beyonce on it, but it's written
like
in
Venom?
the Venom font.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I just saw it and I thought it was funny. So
well,
I bought it.
But that is funny, but that's not like official merchandise being worn by a non-fan.
Yeah, but you can't tell who to wear what, for fuck's sake.
True, I agree.
Maybe they are. Who's to say that Kendall Jenner isn't fucking sitting around singing I Wanna Rock? No?
Who knows?
While she's banging a rapper. You don't see Kylie Jenner fucking rocking out to some Slayer?
Look at John in the chat room. Bully beatdown, Chris Aiken versus Beyonce.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Beyonce. I love the shirt though.
Yeah, it sounds funny.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of it when we go to break.
All right. To finish this up? He says, let's see. And does it? At least Lady Gaga talks about being a fan of metal.
Yeah.
In interviews, is seen at concert. Does Kim or Kanye? Evidently, Snider doesn't appreciate how awesome vintage band tees look on fashion heavy hitters, including
there it is. There's my shirt. Eddie Rocks took a picture of somebody else's, I guess.
All right. Oh, yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I bought that shirt.
Yeah, that's funny. He doesn't, let's see here. Evidently, Snider doesn't appreciate how often how awesome vintage band tees look on fashion heavy hitters, including the likes of Kendall Jenner, Sandra Ambrosio, never heard of her, and Haley Baldwin.
Don't know who she is either.
And that's it.
Let me see. I got to see some Haley Baldwin. H-A.
Wearing heavy metal styles, man.
Just looking up Haley Baldwin heavy metal. See what she's wearing. Images for Haley Baldwin heavy metal. Let's see. Oh, here she is in a Slayer t-shirt. Yeah, I don't even know who this fucking chick is. That's weird. Oh, she's the latest celebutante. So famous for absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Probably like Daniel Baldwin's daughter or something. Alec Baldwin.
I wouldn't know.
Is that the one that Alec Baldwin cussed out the one time?
Oh, yeah, I remember him yelling at her on the phone.
Maybe that's her.
Telling her what an ungrateful bitch she was or something.
Well, now she's grateful. She's got a Slayer tee on.
Ooh, look out.
Look at that picture. She got her Slayer t-shirt on. I don't see her in any Twisted Sister gear, though. She is damn fuckable, though, in some of these pictures. Jesus. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are.
Yeah, I don't know who she is, but good God.
I just don't pay attention, man.
She could eat a sandwich or two, and she'd be pretty perfect. But she's still pretty good. Ooh. I might need a third song during the break. All right, well, D, shut up. Take your fucking royalty check and be quiet. Your fucking day is done anyway. Go play your 12-song set for 60 fucking bucks. I look at just Rihanna in a Crocus t-shirt. I'm sure she listens all the time.
Right.
Crocus. Do you think if you played Crocus for her, she would even have a clue what she was listening to?
Isn't that AC/DC?
Yeah, she wouldn't even know that much. She'd be like, ew, what is that noise?
I don't know, man.
Who cares? You know, in the end, why are we so obsessed with this fucking celebrity culture in the first fucking place?
Well, because everybody's bored with their own lives, and it's those people are living the dream, man.
Are they?
I just wish I was them.
Do you? I don't know. I can't think I've ever wished I was anybody.
No.
I see what fame does to these guys. No, thank you. It's ugly. It's certainly ugly once they stop being super famous. You know, it's probably fun when they're on top of the world famous. But like seeing it, and I'm going to say Dokken, but I'm not only picking on Dokken. I'm just going to use as a sort of a common example.
Yeah, why don't you guys go back to your Dokken bullshit, man?
Yeah, might as well. You know, since that's all we talk about. But being backstage at their shows and seeing what comes up to them now,
yes,
is sad.
It is sad.
It's sad, and you know that these are the guys that were not cool enough to get to anywhere cool when a band like a Dokken or Skid Row or whatever was on top of the world.
True.
So now that their now that the band's cool factor has waned, that brings in that takes these guys that were fucking once the bottom of the barrel to the middle of the barrel, of the empty barrel.
Right.
You know, they're now in the middle of the
tired of your racist comments.
Kind of. But that's kind of what happens, is that they get brought to, I mean, how many times have we seen ridiculously old women hanging at the bar hoping that Don or Mick will fucking take them up to their room to bang them? Honestly, and I'm not saying that they do or they don't. I'm just saying, how many times have we seen that?
Oh, we've seen it a lot.
Every single time. If we go to the hotel, either before or after, there's a bunch of fucking pigs just waiting there. They're like, like movies where they take a chick and she's really old, but she tries to look young.
Yeah.
That's who comes out to the docking shows.
That's true.
Or the Skid Row or LA Guns.
That is
or whatever.
true.
And it's so sad. It's like, these guys got to be thinking, I used to fuck supermodels. Now I'm fucking, I don't know, Bozo the Clown. They look terrible.
Well, if you want to, and we've talked about this before, but if you want a good bird's eye view of that culture or that whole scene,
yeah,
look up that Rick Springfield documentary.
Okay, does it show that?
No, you saw it, didn't you? Didn't you watch that Rick Springfield documentary where those women were chasing Rick Springfield?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's.
They would actually leave their houses and their husbands and their family and go out on the road and chase Rick Springfield around for 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, it's just sad. It really is sad. But it's always sad. It's always been, and it's like you want part of it. I guess I'm going to share more than I'm supposed to, but whatever. A lot of the times, me or you will say to whatever band guy we're hanging with, let us get out of your way. Because you're not trying to step in the way of them getting their dick sucked.
Yeah. Cock block, man.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to get the fuck out of the way so that they can get their nut and move on to the next town or whatever. And almost universally, the guys that have been in the band forever are like, no, don't go. Right?
Yes.
Because they use us as the reason they can't go.
Right.
With these fucking sloppy pigs. The chicks will come up and they'll be like, oh, Don. And they're just fucking hideous. And Don will be like, I can't go up there right now. I'm having drinks with my friends here that I haven't seen in a year.
Yeah, and they're usually half hammered too.
Oh, of course. They're all fucked up. They look like they just got hosed down from behind the dumpster. They look like somebody put their fucking makeup on with a paintbrush.
Right.
To paint a picnic table with.
Sure.
And then they come in and go, oh, Dawn, how are you, baby? And they're fucking adjusting their tits that are fucking tucked into their belt. Oh, it's fucking disgusting. And then Dawn is always like, no, stay here. Right?
Yep.
Every time. Now, you go out with them a hell of a lot more than I do. Is that not the case in every city?
Well, that's usually why Don likes me with him, because I run interference for him all the time.
Yeah. And I mean, some of the guys are nice. They're nice about, like John Levin. And I guess I'm just spitting all the... John Levin, nicest guy in the world.
Absolutely.
And he will entertain it. He won't go and fuck him, I don't think.
No, absolutely not. No, he'll hang around and he'll be very kind and he'll be very accommodating.
Right. He'll take every picture.
And then as soon as it's done, he's gone to his room and you don't see him till till lobby call in the morning.
Right, but he will. He'll take every picture. He'll listen to every stupid story. He'll sit there and agree with some dumbbell as they tell him about how they loved him when they saw him at the fucking Fillmore in 1985. Meanwhile, he wasn't even in the band, and he'll tell them, no, that was George Lynch. And they'll be like, no, that was you. That was you. Because they're all fucked up.
Yep.
It's not pretty backstage anymore.
No, not at all.
It's really, people think it's such a fun thing. To me, it's not. That's why I always pass. I have no interest in going backstage. just seeing that and, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the tickets. Thank you. A lot of times, thank you for the really good tickets, because the bands really do take care of their closer friends, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah, to hang out with them after, no, I'm done with that phase. See some fucking skank. Dude, I always tell that story about Down, when I was hanging with Down and the chick came in and she was so desperate to get fucked by somebody from Down. She wanted to fuck Phil. And she was so desperate to fuck Phil that she got a fucking NOLA symbol tattooed right on like the patch spot of her pussy.
Okay.
Right above her pussy.
Right.
On the patch spot. And Phil told her the only way he would fuck her is if she fucked everybody else in the band. And she just took her clothes off and fucking did. Right there in the room. Was like, all right, who's first? And the fucking crowbar guy jumped on. Fucking crowbar guy right there. And was like, all right, got to get out of this room. Like, all right, thanks, guys. I mean, to be fair, I did not see the crowbar guy jump on. He was just the one that stood up and was like, yeah, baby. And it's like, all right, time to go.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Oh, I was out of there in a big hurry. I didn't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
No, I did not want to see this fucking... But that's the fucking level of stupidity that it is. Maybe at first it was fun. Was it ever fun? Like, I guess it was fun. Like, I had fun watching fucking Limp Bizkit throwing meat at chicks and shit like that. I mean, stuff that was weird was kind of fun. And then it wasn't anymore, Like, maybe the first time, because it was so outside of what I had ever seen, it was fun, maybe.
Yeah, and it was new.
But, I don't know. After and especially a lot of times where me and you are not really drug addicts, or drug users or anything. A lot of times when you see bands fucking, like, doing lines and shit, it's like, I don't really want to be here for this.
Yeah.
You just don't. Like, I've told this story, I think, on the show, but the first time I met Janie, and he was passed out in a fucking pile of Coke that would have made fucking Scarface proud. Yeah, I mean, it was a big old thing of Coke, and he was out, and Billy thought he was dead.
Right.
Billy was like, oh, shit, and Billy went and picked him up, and he was like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah.
He was completely fucking out of it. And that was the first time I ever met Janie. I was like, dude, what the hell? Just, how do you look at that as a cool, or the night, and you were at your party when you left Streetsboro, or when you left WSTB.
Yeah.
And fucking
Pete Way
had this little dog with him.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend was trying to keep him from drinking and using. So he kept pinching the dog so the dog would run into the club. And then the chick would go chase the fucking dog, and then he would run in the bathroom and do lines of fucking Coke off the fucking urinals. He was doing lines of Coke off of dirty fucking open bar urinals. And then he went up to say, what did he say, Dr. Doctor
No,
or something?
he sang Mother Mary.
Yeah, and he couldn't remember the words.
Yeah, so they had to write the words out for him.
So Michael Hannon wrote the words out for him, and he was up on stage singing the song, and his hands were shaking so fucking bad that he dropped some of the pages.
Yeah. It was a mess.
He was a mess, but that whole thing, the him doing Coke off the dirty urinals and the fucking pinching the dog so it would yelp and run away, and the girlfriend would chase it just so he could fucking do a line of Coke and a shot. It was the saddest thing I've ever seen. And it was like, yeah, this is what people want to be doing. We're sitting backstage doing what everybody in the front of the fucking club wants to be doing. And I'm like, this is horrible. When we were doing that with Pete Way, did you find it funny, or
no? It was pathetic.
Horrified?
It was pathetic. I was honored that Pete came up with American Dog.
Yeah.
And was at the party, and it was cool to meet the guy and, all that. But boy, this is like, ugh.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one that was horrified.
No, it was a mess.
It was bad.
He was wearing like a snakeskin outfit.
Yeah.
It was just, it's like, dude.
He was an absolute train wreck. That might be the worst I've ever. Talk about taking an idol. And I liked UFO. I mean, I was a big UFO fan. Not a huge one, but I mean, I was a big fan.
Well, maybe they started their renaissance because of you.
No, I don't think that. I'm not going to try and steal Eddie's stuff.
You don't think that was because of you liking UFO?
No, I think it was Eddie. Eddie brought them back. But I'll tell you what, they came down about 10 pegs on my fucking scale. Watching Pete Way fucking... I can't even explain how nasty it was. It would be like eating off of if you let somebody piss on your sandwich and then you fucking ate it. Because this was a bar bathroom. It was not a clean bar bathroom either. It was a nasty bar bathroom. And he literally pulled out a little baggie of Coke and put it on the
back of a urinal.
On the back of a urinal that was sort of like that yellowish white of a urinal that's been never cleaned.
Yeah, it had splash marks all over it.
Oh, and then he just went,
and
snorted it all up, and I was like, ah! Because he had me standing there to make sure nobody came in the doorway. He didn't want his chick to find him.
I still have the ID that he did for me that night.
Let me hear.
You can actually, he could barely, he's almost slurry.
I'm sure he's more than almost.
Yeah, here it is.
This is Pete Way of UFO. I rock with Neely on the Classic Metal Show.
I rock with Neely on the Classic Metal.
So good.
Too much.
Yeah, it's not glamorous, kids.
It's really not. That's the big misconception, and I can't imagine that it is for anybody except for the biggest stars now. And even then, it's not that much fun. I mean, we've been backstage. Were you with me at one of the Metallica shows?
No.
I mean, I've been backstage several times with Metallica, and it's not awesome. I mean, it's definitely better than the Pete Way story, but it's like you're just sort of sitting around. It's not that much fun. Sitting around, there's a table of food. They come in, they shake some hands. All right, cool. It's not all that.
Nah.
Ugh.
All right, one of our fans, SM Sykes, not John Sykes.
Okay, SM.
Sent over a song.
Okay.
Original song submission, it says.
All right.
Sent to the CMS request email.
Okay.
The artist is Stephen Michael Sykes. I guess that stands for the SM.
All right.
The song is called Chaos BH.
Chaos BH?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Mm-hmm.
It's from the EP Tribal Asylum.
Okay.
All rights reserved, published, writer, inventor, vocalist based out of Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Former stagehand for Kiss, Motley Crue, among others.
Nice.
Retired strip club DJ and doorman and bar bouncer.
All right.
So that's his resume.
/ musician.
Yeah. Sounds like Ken Barr.
Yeah, could be. Maybe they're buddies.
So we sent this in. I did not listen to it.
Okay.
But I'm going to take a gamble that it might be worthy.
Okay.
So we'll play this out of the break.
All right.
So here's some original music from a CMS fan, Stephen Michael Sykes.
Okay.
And this is called Chaos BH, exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.